Today on the channel, it's a return to the Kyle Peterson Top 5. In today's video, it's all about Halloween, and what's funner than Halloween? Monsters. And I'm counting down my top 5 creature from the Black Lagoon items in my collection.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another edition of the Kyle Peterson Top 5, a Thursday tradition here on the channel. As every single Thursday, we're doing top 5 and occasionally top 10 countdowns, and today we're back to another top 5, perfect for the Halloween season. Halloween just a couple of weeks away as I'm filming this, but today's top 5 video, I'm counting down my top 5 creature from the Black Lagoon items in my collection. Now, these are all basically figure related. We'll go through it, but we'll talk through it along the way. But I love the creature from the Black Lagoon. When I think Universal Monsters, he is always the top of my list. I don't know if it's just because I love cryptozoological creatures, and I've always been fascinated by Bigfoot and, monsters, the Mothman, Jersey Devil. I mean, we go on and on about all the cryptids out there, but he feels like in vein of that. It feels different than the Wolfman, the Frankenstein, and the mummies of the world from Universal Monsters. Nothing against them. I enjoy all of them. I enjoy their movies and figures too. But for some reason, when I was about 6 years old, a creature stole my heart and, dare I say, never let go. And that brings us to this countdown today, as I have a lot of creature stuff in my collection. I'm sure there's much bigger creature collectors than I am, but I do dabble enough to be dangerous and enough to do a top 5 list. And these are the top 5 creature from the Black Lagoon items in my collection. And as usual, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below. But we're going to start at number 5, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my absolute favorite thing in my creature collection. So without further ado, let's kick it off. Number 5. We begin the countdown at number 5, like all good countdowns, unless you're starting at number 10. But we're going to number 5 in my creature countdown here. And this I grabbed from the dying days of Toys R Us. Got to get a deal. As much as it hurt, I would have rather played full price to keep Toys R Us open in my area. Unfortunately, it didn't make it, but there was a lot of good deals at the end of the Toys R Us days, and this is one of those ones I grabbed with the rest of the Universal Monsters. Since then, I have sold those, but I had to keep on this one, and this one cost me like $9. I don't know what it sells for nowadays, but I think I got it for $9 once upon a time. It is a Universal Monsters bank of the creature. How cool is this, though? Made out of plastic. Looks like an expensive statue, but like I said, $9. I think they regularly were like $16, something like that. But it is a bank. You put your money inside there and you save it for a rainy day, I guess is what you do. But very cool. Like I said, it looks just like a statue. You could look at this on a picture and say, man, is this a statue from back in the day or whatever? But very, very cool, very ornate. Sat on my desk for a long time. Now it's with my creature collection. But I've always enjoyed this. Always enjoyed the Universal Monster banks. But this is the one I had to keep. This is my favorite of the bunch. And that's why it comes in number 5. The creature countdown swims on. Doesn't roll on. It swims on through the Amazon, of course. But we got the creature countdown at number 4. And much like number 5, got to get a deal. Got this on clearance at Toys R Us once upon a time. And like I said, got to get a deal. This one came from Meco Universal Monsters in a very stylized version of the creature. Not a ton of articulation with this one. Some articulation in the arms, a little bit in the feet. Nothing really to write home about in the head. A little bit of waist, but kind of walking that line statue action figure. But very cool, very stylized though. It's got a different look to it here with the very skinny waist, big upper body, huge hands on this creature, huge feet. You know what they say about that, but looking very, very cool. One of the first creature things I had in my adult collecting years, I guess we'll call it, to put in my collection for creature. And this sat on my desk at my office for a long time as well. Very cool, very iconic to me. Once again, I don't know much about this besides I picked it up along the way, but very special piece in my collection. And that's why it comes in number 4. The hits keep on coming. We're at the number 3 spot. You got your list together. Put it in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every Thursday we got top 5, top 10 countdowns all kinds of stuff, running the gamut of the countdowns. And we're dangerously close, getting to 55,000 subscribers. We'll do another top 10 countdown when that time does hit. But here we are at number 3, and I have to imagine, out of everybody that's watching this, most likely people have this one. This is probably one of the most common creature collectibles of the last couple of years. And if you wanted this one, you can still get this one very reasonably priced. But absolutely amazing. Absolutely love this one. Unboxed it on the channel and all the repaints that came after it. We're going to NECA at number 3. We're going to their ultimate creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, we saw the Burger King edition. We saw the glow-in-the-dark edition. We saw the black and white edition. We saw the regular edition. Get the most out of your molds, but it's worth it when you got a beautiful figure like this. You guys know the rules here. You got multiple paint variants or whatever. Use different hands, different heads. You make them as different as possible, but you're always going to go back to the first one. This is the most iconic one. And some people could say the black and white too. I couldn't fault anybody for that, but I like the colored version here. Looking very good. An amazing figure from NECA. You can still get this fairly cheap, so make sure you pick this up if you're after it. But NECA Ultimate Creature from the Black Lagoon comes in at number 3 on my top 5 list. We're getting closer and closer to the top spot. We're at my number 2 Creature from the Black Lagoon item in my collection. And this one, the most recent one. Now, dangerously close to the top spot. Not quite there. Don't think it'll ever get there for me. But I did just recently pick this up. It is the Mondo Timed Edition Creature from the Black Lagoon deluxe figure. Now, an amazing centerpiece of a collection. There's no doubt about it. And as usual with Mondo, you ride that line between statue and action figure, and this does it pretty hard. Most disappointing thing about this one is lack of head movement. There's nothing you can do. You just get the head that comes off. But as far as a display piece, doesn't get a whole lot better than this one here. Love the looks of this one. It's creature all day long. You can even make it the Revenge of the Creature if you want to. A very cool piece, a very expensive piece, but man, oh man, if you're a creature fan, this is playing all the hits for you. So many hits, in fact, it came in at number 2 for me in my top 5 list. But what could number 1 be? Well, stay tuned. We've hit the top spot, my number 1 Creature from the Black Lagoon item in my collection. Do you got your list together? Put it in the comments down below. And once again, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We got countdown videos every single Thursday, and even better, YouTube channel memberships, even more countdowns, even more stuff over there, early access to all of it. Check it out, support the channel. But here we are at number 1, and clear as day, this was going to be number 1 for me. Will always be number 1 in my heart, as I've seen this thing since I was born. It's been a part of my family's collection. It was my dad's once upon a time. He did gift it to me. This one's very nostalgic. I love looking at this one. I remember being like 4, 5, 6 years old, just staring at this one and reading the Crestwood Monster Creature from the Black Lagoon book, and then occasionally seeing the movie on TV. A lot of hits were played. Very nostalgic. Number 1 for me, it's the Aurora model kit Creature from the Black Lagoon. My dad and grandpa made this when my dad was a little kid for his room, and now it's in my room. How about that? But very, very iconic for me. Absolutely love this one. The Aurora Monster kits are amazing. Last year, a year ago, 2 years ago, what is time? I did do a top 5 countdown of these Aurora Monster kits. Absolutely love these. I've never built one. I've never put one together. And it's always crazy when I go to like the King County Toy Show, the big Chicago toy show. You see these all the time. And it's always wild to see how other people paint these things, as I'm so used to looking at this one, it feels like this is the right way to go. But as we do know, choose your own adventure, paint them however you want to. But so iconic, so nostalgic for me. They'll never top anything in the creature collection for me as this one. Very cool that my dad and grandpa had it. Very cool that I have it now. And then one day my kids will probably throw it in the garbage. That's what'll probably end up happening. I tried, Dad. I tried. But quite the creature feature here today on the channel, with some of the best Creature for the Black Lagoon stuff from my collection. Need to get a full-size Gillman in my collection. Maybe I'll do that one of these days here. But a beautiful top 5. Be interested to hear your top 5. Stick it in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel. You got videos every single day on both channels. Check them out. Patreon, YouTube channel memberships for even more content. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for the Creature from the Black Lagoon countdown, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?